Interface Video presents Fairfield Today. Brought to you by Fairfield Federal Savings and Loan, Fairfield Medical Center, Fairhope Hospice and Palliative Care, the Fairfield County Board of Developmental Disabilities, the Frankie Smith Funeral Home, and Ohio University Lancaster.
Hello and welcome to Fairfield Today. I am Temple Custer Montanez with the Fairfield County Board of Developmental Disabilities. And I know it's a little crazy time of year for everyone, a lot of hustle and bustle, and I just happen to be in the center of it all at the River Valley Mall here in Fairfield County. But I'm here for a little bit of a different reason today. I am outside of the facility named Discover You. Discover You is an on-site training facility that is operated by Fairfield County Board of Developmental Disabilities. And while I'd love to take the credit for that, all the credit actually goes to the woman here to my left. This is Kathy Dennison. Kathy is a familiar face in Fairfield County and has been working with Fairfield DD for how many years now, Kathy?
Almost 14.
Oh my goodness. Well, God bless you.
Wouldn't do anything else.
Kathy has been with us for quite some time, as she said, 14 years, and initially operated the zone out at the Ohio University Lancaster campus. And 2 years ago, when they came to you with the idea of opening Discover You, an on-site job training facility, what did you think?
I told them that I was the most unmall person that they could probably ask because I am not a shopper. But I love projects, and this turned out to be one of the best things I've ever done in my life, really.
Fantastic. Now, as I understand it, Kathy, this is one of the only, or one of the first of its kind throughout the country. Am I correct?
You are correct. When we opened 2 years ago, we were the only training facility like this, a project search model that most of them are in hospitals, with training programs for our folks. But this was the first of its kind to be put in a retail shopping mall. So we were real excited at that point to be the first and make it successful, and we certainly have been.
Oh, that's exciting. So a lot of people probably this time of year come out to the mall, they're doing their shopping, they walk by Discover You, and they think, what is this place? How would you answer that question?
I could answer it in a whole lot of ways, but what we do mostly is we train people to have the employability skills that they need to work in any type of setting. And although they are in a retail setting, every store that they work in, we partner with 14 stores within the River Valley Mall. They learn a different skill set. And so all of the skills that they learn here through our programs are transferable to any place that they go and any job that they are hired for.
I think what makes this so unique, too, is the fact that Kathy mentioned that they're working with 14 different retailers in River Valley Mall. And what that means is that these retailers have agreed to allow adults with disabilities to come in and have on-the-job training within their facility. And that's no small thing to ask of a retailer, especially a nationwide name brand retailer.
And that is true because a lot of stores have not ever worked with folks with developmental disabilities. But once we get our foot in the door, we're selling the ability, we're not selling the disability. And these folks really have more ability than a lot of the normal people that are hired in. I mean, they really want to work, they're faithful, they're loyal. And being part of the community and being in the community is really important to them. And so being part of this mall, I mean, it took a little while to get there, but people in the mall know who we are now. And so, it was worth all the knocking on doors with, no responses. And, people know who we are when we walk through the mall. And different stores are really now approaching us because good words are spreading.
Oh, that's fantastic. Well, congratulations on that note. Okay, so within this building, though, you do some morning training. What's the routine when people come here in the morning before they report into work? Because you open before, obviously, the retail operating hours of the stores.
Yeah, we do. The first thing that we do is gather, and then we go out and we walk in the mall. And we do that not to become part of the wall marker or the Mall walkers. Yeah, I got it.
I need to be a mall walker myself, personally.
It gets everybody going, gets everybody awake. So if they're tired, they come in, perks them up a little bit. Where we are standing, then we do some stretches, some exercises, gets everybody pumping. We go in the classroom in the morning, and we do what is called a mirror talk. It is simply, it's a self-motivation to you. Because what you see in the mirror, you can look in the mirror and say, I don't feel good today, and I don't really feel like being here today. And, well, what you see in that mirror.
I could use a mirror talk occasionally myself, Kathy.
We all could. Right. Yeah, and if that's how you see yourself, that's the type of day you're going to have. Right. But we encourage them to, be positive about themselves. I mean, they've got everything it takes. It's just, they got to believe it. We already believe it. They have to believe it. So with those words spoken, they go out and they, attack and conquer. So
that's fantastic. And I think we have some B-roll of that classroom actually happening this morning. And what I was most impressed with is that people are very articulate. So when a question is posed to them of, what are you going to do today to make a difference, or what are you going to do today to be successful, they were very articulate and thoughtful in their answers.
The one thing that we really work, I think, the hardest on is the interaction with people. It is hard to walk up to someone and just look them in the eyes like we are, to reach out, shake a hand, a firm handshake, to just feel comfortable talking with somebody else.
Yeah, and I think that's universal, disability or no disability. I think we've all seen that in our careers. Now there is another gentleman that helps us occasionally and helps with these mirror classrooms, and I'd like to bring him in for a moment, and he can talk a little bit more about that. So we'll be back in just a moment. And welcome back to Fairfield Today. I am your host, Temple Custer Montanez, with the Fairfield County Board of Developmental Disabilities. And a lot of people are in the mall this time of year for a lot of different reasons, but I'm in the mall today outside of Discover U. And Discover U is located outside the JCPenney entrance inside River Valley Mall. It is an on-site job training facility that is operated through Fairfield County Board of Developmental Disabilities. And one of the things we were just talking a little bit ago is that you start the morning with some positive talk and with some constructive criticism and maybe some guidelines. With me is Chris Tope, and he is with Discover U. What's your official title, Chris?
I'm a job trainer.
Okay, and what does that entail?
Actually, my role here at Discover U is I'm dedicated here to Discover U. My role is as a teacher. We teach job skills training in a classroom setting. And then as the interns go out into the mall, I accompany them as needed and teach them proper ways to work.
Okay, now when the adults with disabilities here go out into the mall to start their internships, correct?
Yes.
Paid internships?
Yes, they're paid internships, usually 2 hours in the morning, 2 hours in the afternoon, and we kind of modify that whenever they need classroom instruction.
Okay, all right. And so I would assume when you initially start the program that you're with them quite a bit. Does that sort of taper off as they get more comfortable in their positions?
Yes, as they...
In a perfect world?
Right,
yeah.
In a perfect world. And they do start off 2 weeks of complete days in the classroom setting, and then as we go out with them, a lot of times this is their first job, and so they need us to, just to be with them. Sometimes it's just support with them. And then yes, in the ideal world, we taper off until they don't really need us anymore. So.
And how long? What's the duration of an internship here?
We like to go through 3 8-week internships, but this is a 26-week program. So it's 2 weeks of classroom and then 3 8-week internships.
Okay, and are those internships at different sites and different locations?
Yes, we try to vary it so that they're not always in a clothing store. We have other settings that we can put them in, food service, or we have a new internship called Calendars and Games, which they can stock games and calendars. So.
Okay, fantastic. Now, they just did something really special out here, too, did they not? Did they just help assist with the sensory-friendly Santa gathering?
No. Actually, we did not do that.
Oh, you did not do that. Okay. Well, I know that somebody with Fairfield TD
Yes.
helped also with the sensory-friendly Santa gathering out here as well. So we're very proud of that work. I think one of the things we're most proud of, though, overall, is that you've been able to cultivate these relationships with the retailers in the mall, and that, yes, Kathy said earlier, now these retailers are coming to you.
Yes, and that's wonderful to see. Where we just had a handful, and now it's actually growing. And as managers come to us, they're coming to us saying, "Why aren't we doing this too?" So, and they want us. So that's wonderful.
Well, we're glad to see that as well. Now, you have a computer lab in here as well. What's the purpose of that?
Well, we've started a computer curriculum, which some of these interns have never even looked at a computer before, believe it or not. So we start from teaching them what a computer is, what it does, and how to operate it. And then at the end of our computer training, we go through emailing and into Microsoft Word. And we culminate that with being able to build a resume using Microsoft Word.
Well, having employed a lot of people myself over the years, I know what an art form building a resume can be. So that's fantastic that you're doing it here as well.
Yeah, it's invaluable to them, and we had them bring in a flash drive, and they can save their resume to their flash drive and keep it with them and use it and they continue to. We teach them how to modify it, and they can modify that resume and continue to use that.
That's wonderful. Well, we could stand here and talk about how wonderful this program is all day long, but I think in order to really appreciate its value, that the best way to do that is to get out into a store and watch some of our adults with disabilities actually performing their internships. So when we come back, that's what we're going to do. Hi, and welcome back to Fairfield Today. I am your host, Temple Custer-Montanez with the Fairfield County Board of Developmental Disability. Clearly, I'm not in my office today, and in fact, I am probably where a lot of you have been lately, which is at the mall. I am in the River Valley Mall here in Lancaster, Ohio, inside of Elder Bierman, and we have a really special relationship with Elder Bierman, and one that we don't take lightly at all, as Elder Bierman is a partner with our Discover You program. The Discover You program is an on-site training facility inside the River Valley Mall, and Elder Bierman graciously and now I would say excitedly is working with us and helping us provide internships for adults with disabilities within the store. And as you can see here, I've got some folks that are busily folding some towels, and I'm going to talk to them for just a minute. How are you? This is Judy Tackett. Come on over here, Judy. Nice to see you.
Nice to see you too.
Okay. Now, Judy, how long have you been working here at Elder Bierman?
This is my first year.
Oh, and so far so good?
Yeah.
Because, Judy, I've worked some retail before, and I know it's no easy task during the holiday to work in a retail setting. You holding up okay?
Yeah.
Well, tell me a little bit, Judy, about what you do at Elder Bierman and what it means to you to have this opportunity.
At first, I was taking some classes with Chris and a few other students, and trying to, keep my eyes focused and still waiting to go like, what am I talking about?
We've all been like that in classes, I think, before. I certainly have been, and I have some children that have been as well, Judy. I'm not going to lie. So what are you doing today?
Well, right now I'm trying to get the towels, straightened to where, to where they.
Do you do that on a freelance basis? Could you come to my house and do that also?
Well, I try to go get corner to corner,
I'm not very good at it myself, Judy. Step on over here. What do you like most about being in a retail setting?
To meet new people and tell them where everything goes and.
To get a little nervous sometime talking to complete strangers?
Yeah, because you don't never know what they might want to do.
Especially this time of year, I'm sure, right?
Yeah.
Okay. And when you're not folding towels, what are some of the other things that you do at Elder Bierman?
Probably, try to get boxes and stuff, organized, or it doesn't look like a total wreck.
Yeah. Well, so far so good, because I got to tell you, this looks nice. This is looking very nice. I couldn't do this if my life depended on it. So good for you. So I know this is an internship for you, Judy. What is something that you think you might want to do in the future for employment?
Well, probably either work in a store or a place where people are like, "Excuse me, this ain't nice."
So you like to be able to organize and make things look nice.
Yeah.
So when people say, "Judy, what do you want to be when you grow up?" How do you answer that question?
I want to work in a store to where make things organized and.
Well, it looks like you're well on your way. So good luck and congratulations on your internship.
Thank you.
And you have a happy holiday. Who's your friend over here? This is Adam, correct? Adam's a little shy, but I'm going to talk to him anyway. Step on over here, Adam. Adam, your last name is Pyle, is that correct?
Mm-hmm.
Well, it's nice to meet you, Adam. And how long have you been here at Elder Beerman?
1.
Just 1 year? Okay. And what are some of the things that you do here?
Fold shirts, clothes, and size up the pants.
Now, I heard you talking this morning. Okay, I heard you talking this morning about sizing. What does that entail? That sounds a little complicated.
It is, but I figured out how to do it.
Well, good for you. So how do you get ready for work in the morning? And I don't mean take a shower and brush your teeth, but how do you prepare yourself before you come in here to make sure that you're going to have a productive day? Because I know you were in a class this morning talking about that a little bit. Tell me a little bit about that. Is it called mirror time?
Yeah.
Okay, and what does that mean to you?
It helps me get ready for working.
Get you a little bit more focused on what am I going to do today and how am I going to be successful in what I'm doing. And what would you like to do, Adam, someday when you're finished with your internships? Where would you like to work? If you could work anywhere in the world, where would you like to work?
Like a retail store.
Yeah. Maybe, did you say auto parts? Is that what you told me?
Yeah.
Are you a car fanatic?
Yeah.
Are you? Okay, what's your favorite car?
I don't know.
You don't know? You just like the parts, right?
Yeah.
And the organizing and being around them. Well, I think that's one of the beauties about having these internships is that these individuals are allowed to get out and what a great opportunity. It's something we'd all like to be able to do, to explore different options before we make a decision and a career choice. So, Adam, congratulations to you on your internships and continued success, and you have a happy holiday.
Thank you.
Okay, I'll let you get back to work. When we come back in just a moment, we are going to talk to the general manager of Elder Beerman and a little bit about what it's like to be on the other side of this program. So we'll be right back. And welcome back to Fairfield today. I am your host, Temple Custer Montanez with the Fairfield County Board of Developmental Disabilities. And 'tis the season to be shopping, and that's what I'm doing right now, or I'm going to be in a few minutes when we're done with this interview. But I am inside Elder Beerman and in the River Valley Mall here in Fairfield County. And the reason I'm here is because Elder Beerman has been an outstanding, fabulous partner with Fairfield County Board of Developmental Disabilities in working with our interns through the Discover You internship program. And with me today is General Manager Darren Radaball. Yes. Did I get that right?
Yes, you did.
Okay. I'm sure Darren is a familiar face to many people out there, and especially this time of year. Probably you see just about people that you see once a year.
Yes, yeah.
'Tis the season. Well, I told Darren I have a little bit of retail experience, so I definitely feel his pain. But I also know, having retail experience, that it's not always easy to sell a program like this to the higher ups, and especially when you're talking about a store chain. What was that process like for you?
Well, actually, it wasn't as difficult as you would think it would be. Bon-Ton has similar programs to this throughout the company. We have 273 stores within our organization. So they were familiar with this type of a program. So really it was one single phone call, let them know what we wanted to do, what the program was about, and they were on board from the beginning as well.
Well, that's fantastic, and I think it speaks volumes about Bon-Ton and also about Elder Beerman. So again, we appreciate that. You currently have between 3 and 6 interns in this area?
Yes.
Okay. And what does that entail?
Well, they come down every day, and we have a list of things for them to do. Some of the things are daily chores that we have them do, like picking up the hangers from the wrap desk, things like that for us. They, of course, always go around to different tables and different departments throughout the store and straighten for us. And then if we have different things that we're trying to set, like a department or we're moving a department, they'll help us do that as well.
Okay. So I think one thing that I would want to know is, how's the response been from your customers? Have they noticed the interns, and have you had any feedback?
I haven't had a lot of feedback, but I have not had a single complaint. I do see the interns interacting with customers, which is awesome because that's why they're here, to kind of get a feel for, this type of work environment. I see customers going up to them and asking them questions where to find certain things, and if the intern knows, they answer the question. If not, they always come and find somebody who can help them out. So it's they've done a really good job with that.
Oh, that's fantastic. And I think that one thing that I've noticed about our interns and even our employees through the Job Fusion program is there seems to be a lot of enthusiasm for them to come to work. It's something that they look forward to. They're dependable. Do you find that to be the case?
Oh, absolutely. Absolutely. They come down here
Don't you wish you could say that about everybody? No one that's currently on the clock, though. No one here. We don't no problems there.
I don't come to work every day like that. But they're always down here with a smile on their face. They're always asking somebody, looking for a selling supervisor if they don't have anything to do, at the moment. So they're always looking for something to do. And it's been a wonderful addition over the past 2 years.
Oh, that's great. Well, I know that we've appreciated it. I know that the interns appreciate it. Do you see this program continuing?
Yeah, I have no reason to stop it. Again, we are very thankful that we were able to become a part of it 2 years ago. And again, these guys come down here every day and they help us snap our store back, get it ready for the day's business. They're just they're very much an added bonus to our store every day.
And I certainly don't want to leave out the job coaches. I know a lot of them come down here with job coaches and what that means in layman's terms is that when an intern is starting, we do provide a job coach to come along with them who also receives some training from you and understands the directives of the tasks that need to be done. And that's a very integral part of the process as well. So thank you to all of our job trainers. In addition to that.
Yeah, absolutely. They're wonderful to work with. And again, they come down and ask questions about what we're doing for the day, if there's any special projects that we need help with. And they jump right in. And I see them, also straightening our tables and our racks and things like that along with the interns. So again, it's been just a wonderful experience for us.
Well, we're glad it's a win-win situation. And if you, for some reason, haven't had a reason yet to come to the mall and specifically come to Elder Bierman, I hope this gives you one because Elder Bierman is certainly giving back to the community. They've been tremendous to Fairfield County Board of Developmental Disabilities and to the Discover You process. And with that, I just want to say happy holidays to everyone. Happy holidays to you. And we will see you in the new year. I am Temple Custer Montanez with the Fairfield County Board of Developmental Disability. Thank you to Discover You and everyone at River Valley Mall for everything that you do year-round to help our adults with disabilities in the community. Happy holidays.
Interface Video presents Fairfield Today. Brought to you by Fairfield Federal Savings and Loan, Fairfield Medical Center, Fairhope Hospice and Palliative Care, the Fairfield County Board of Developmental Disabilities, the Frankie Smith Funeral Home, and Ohio University Lancaster.